Isabella, Jane, and of course, Rosie. A big shout out to IBMTV. Thank you for having us on. And Della, I like hosting with you.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Thank you. Well, guys, a very, very warm welcome to our show. I hope that you are staying safe and sanitized. It's crazy in the world right now.
Well, it's not that crazy if you just stay at home and don't go on social media or watch anything or read anything. Then it's just like being at home.
Sure. So Rosie, remember a couple of weeks ago, we had that guy on and he explained time zones.
You're the really smart guy. I remember we called him the Otherless Scientist.
He was really smart, right?
Really smart. In fact, guys, he inspired us to start a new series.
That's right. I think we should play it, right?
Yeah. It's Maths and Grammar 101. Let's play it.
Rosie is my puppet pal. Her hair is straight and yellow.
Only Idris and Finkel too.
And we both say hello.
Hey guys, and welcome to
Maths and Grammar 101. Making counting and spelling super fun. With Isabella, Jane, and
Rosie.
Hey guys, and welcome to Maths and Grammar 101. And we're so excited to be having you here.
Della,
Yes, Rosie.
are you sure you're ready for this?
I am so ready, but I am so curious as to why you're asking.
Well, you know, it's Maths and Grammar.
And your point is?
It's Maths and Grammar. We left this behind us when we left school.
No, Rosie. We took it out of school, and I mean, we've used stuff like square roots and BODMAS and multiplication so much in our lives since school.
Okay, if you say so. But Della,
Yes, Rosie.
what is BODMAS?
BODMAS? BODMAS, BODMAS?
Yeah, Della, BODMAS.
Well, that's something we learned in school.
No, it's something you learn at the gym.
What do you mean at the gym?
You know, when a personal trainer measures your body mass?
Not body mass, BODMAS.
Yes, hot dot mass.
Oh, Rosie, no, this is a maths thing.
What does it mean?
BODMAS. Brackets, others, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Nailed it.
You really did. But what does it mean?
Well, Rosie, this is a simple math trick.
Okay, how's it a trick, Della?
Well, 3 plus 6 times 2.
15.
No, 18.
No, it's 15.
Well, it could be 18.
What do you mean it could be?
Well, 3 plus 6 times 2 can have 2 answers.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, if we know the BODMAS rule, then it does make a little bit of sense.
How does it apply to this?
Well, let's look at our first maths number. 3 plus 6 times 2.
Yeah?
We would be doing the times first.
Why?
Well, in BODMAS, brackets, other, division, multiplication comes before
Addition.
exactly. So the times comes before the plus.
So then, first we work out 6 times 2.
Exactly. And what is that?
I don't know.
6 times 2 equals 12. So you simply double the 6.
Okay, and then
Then we want to do the plus, the addition, which comes last in BODMAS rule. Let me go 3 plus, what was our answer?
12.
So 3 plus 12 equals
Not 12.
15.
That was my answer.
Exactly. But now let's look at the second one. bracket 3 plus 6 bracket times 2.
Well, it's the same, so it's 15.
No, it's not the same. You see, this is the trick. BODMAS. What does the B stand for?
Brackets?
So, shouldn't we work out what's inside the brackets first, since that's first in the BODMAS rule?
Well, I think so.
So what is that?
3 plus 6.
And what does 3 plus 6 equal?
9.
Yes, 9. There we go. So it's a 9 times 2.
Not 9.
What's that? 9 doubled.
I don't know.
18.
18!
So when we apply the BODMAS rule, we can get so many different answers with the same numbers and the same order, just with or without the brackets.
That's really clever. So, we must always remember brackets are the division, multiplication, addition, and then subtraction.
Exactly. And remember, division is divide, multiply is times,
Addition is plus,
and subtraction is,
minus. Okay.
and that all stands for,
Dod-nas. Hot dod-nas.
not hot BODMAS, just BODMAS.
Oh, alright. So I like this. But Bella,
Yes.
our program is called Maths and Grammar 101.
Yeah.
So what about the grammar in this lesson?
Well, we're going to get there. I thought we'd kick us off with one of my pet peeves.
Because that's a fantastic place to start, isn't it?
It is.
To get it off your chest.
Yes. There, and there.
There.
No, it's 3 different words.
No, Bella, you just said there.
But 3 different words entirely.
But they sound the same.
Well, when words sound the same but are different things, that's called a homophone.
A homophone? Alright, so there. T-H-E-R-E. There.
So what does that mean?
There. It's there.
Exactly. T-H-E-R-E means, oh, look over there. That's the meaning of that word. And then let's look at T-H-E-I-R.
There.
No, it's not there. It's a different thing, Rosie. That means, oh, look at their dog.
Oh, so cute.
It is cute. Or look at their pants, their shoes. That's what there is.
So it belongs to someone.
Exactly.
So look over there
T-H-E-R-E.
and see what pants they're wearing.
No, then that's a different there.
T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E.
There, which is short for they are.
So that's what the apostrophe is for? It replaces the space and the A?
Yes, Rosie, but it sounds quite similar to there and there.
But it's not there because it's there.
Exactly, but they're doing something wrong. Which one is that?
T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E.
And what's the clue?
Well, it's like they are doing something wrong.
That's a really good way of remembering it, Rosie. And look over there.
Where?
Where is spelled the same as there, just with a W instead of a T.
Oh, that's a fantastic way of explaining it, Bella. And there?
Which there?
Oh, this is just a nightmare. Anyways, I'm sure you guys have got the gist of it now.
I'm sure that they do. So guys, you have just been watching
Maths and Grammar 101, making counting and spelling super fun. With Isabella, Jane, and
Rosie. Yeah. Well, math is hectic, isn't it? I think it's important to find these little tips and these little tricks
to help us make really difficult things a little bit easier.
Yeah, like wearing a buff.
Wearing a buff.
Yeah, because then you won't forget it.
Well, if you do put your buff on in the morning, you don't have to worry about getting your mask because you just pull it up.
That's my face.
Yeah, I literally got the face on my face. Okay, so guys, we've got a really, really cool guest. We've spoken about him. We have spoken to him. We want to now speak with him. We have got none other than
Rudderless scientist.
How are you guys?
We're good, aren't we?
good. Yeah, we're good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I was really, really impressed with your math and grammar show. I love it.
Really? Did we get all the things right?
You did indeed. And it's surprising how many adults don't even know the BOTMAS rules. So I'm so happy that you guys teach that to everybody.
Well, you know what? It doesn't just come from this genius over here. No. It actually, for those of you watching, Carl taught me maths in school. So if y'all love math and grammar hacks, it's basically thanks to Carl. So
I'm so happy to hear that.
Well, basically, I want to have you on my show all the time because I feel like you talk about important things.
Like time zones. I didn't know what those were until you told me. And I think that's a very nice way of explaining things.
Yeah, he does.
So thank you, Teacher Paul. I just want to know some stuff. I was wondering, about the planet. How we can look after it better,
It is such an important thing, Rosie. And there are so many things that we have to look at. So we need about, I think, 5 days of discussing everything. But there are small things that we have on a daily basis that all of us can do, like single-use plastics, for example, which is a big, big issue. And not many people realize how deep the problem really goes and how many people, as well as animals, as well as the physical environment, is damaged by the use of single plastics. So that's something that's a major thing that everybody does on a daily basis that you can start with.
Absolutely.
And Carl, can you define single-use plastic? For the students.
Okay, so single-use plastics are all of the types of plastics that you literally just use one single time and then you throw it away. So the biggest So the biggest ones that we have on a general basis are plastic straws that everybody uses, eating utensils for takeaways, for example, and then I think the biggest, baddest one of them all, the shopping bags that you get when you go and do your grocery shopping. So those are the main ones, and it's ridiculous if we look at the numbers. It's estimated the average family uses 1,500 plastic bags per year for their general shopping. And it's a big problem because what do? We use it for maybe 10 minutes and then we throw it away. And it takes up to 500 years to degrade. And then it doesn't go away either, because when it degrades, it just forms smaller little microplastics that doesn't go away at all. And these microplastics are also toxins, so they keep on polluting the environment.
Yeah. Sure. So something that someone threw away 500 years ago is still just chilling there.
It's still just chilling there, just in very small pieces. So it's a big problem. And then what happens, or the biggest concern is, what do we do with it? Because if we put it in a landfill site where we put all our other rubbish, the microplastics eventually end up in the groundwater. It ends up in the water sources around it. And some evidence from really smart scientists actually shows that it ends up in our tap water that we drink. So we don't really know yet how badly it's going to affect our health, but the research has shown that it has influences on hormones that control how fast and how you grow and develop, for example. So all of these things, and this is in our daily drinking water, and we have to drink water daily. So now we're starting to contaminate our water sources, which now becomes a human problem as well for those people who don't really care about the environment as such. It does now influence the human health. So it's a big problem.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger watching the Pixar film WALL-E,
Oh, Ollie.
and how hectic that is. Like basically not even being able to live on the planet within however many years, and it's scary to think it's
It
possible.
is.
It can actually happen. With you saying now, it can. We could be drinking it. We could be drinking basically our own waste as human beings.
Nice.
It's getting to the point where we're running out of space.
Yeah.
Sorry, say that again, Rosie.
Well, I'm glad that I don't drink.
Yeah, you've got the advantage there.
Yeah, she's right. Single-use plastics, I think we can talk about shopping bags is a massive thing. It's a universal thing too. I know that some places are doing paper bags, which is obviously a little bit better, but what are some ways that we can, just small changes that we as individuals can make when it comes to single-use plastics? Because some things you can't get away from, like packaging for a new toothbrush.
It is difficult. It really is. I think the biggest thing, because not everybody has a big voice out there like Rosie does, for example, and a lot of people listen to her. But what we can do, everybody from home, is literally just start with spreading the awareness. Speak to your family, speak to your friends about the problem, so make people aware of it, because most people don't even know that it's a problem. So they don't care if they use plastic bags or not. So that's the number one thing I think everybody can do, is just start the awareness, make people aware of the problem. And then obviously we have small things that everybody can do. Instead of using a plastic water bottle, which is also another big thing, is to use a reusable water bottle, glass preferably, that you can use over and over again, instead of use it once, throw it away, use it again, throw it away. The same goes for takeaway meals. Instead of taking the utensils, if you are going to eat at home, please ask them to not supply you with the utensils. So the less you use, the less you have to throw away. So it always goes to basically just being very conscious when you buy something, and to look at it, and also to boycott places who use packaging excessively. Sometimes in a supermarket, I almost get a heart attack when I get there and the bananas are wrapped up in plastic and in polystyrene, for example. It already comes in its own container. Why would you wrap it again? So these small little things. There are quite a few companies out there that are actively trying to enforce laws and regulations on these people to stop using the excessive plastics. It's such a big thing that at the moment they suspect that there's more microplastics in the ocean than there is plankton, which is crazy if you think about it. Not only do fish eat it, and then bigger animals eat the fish, or we eat the fish. Plastic doesn't go away. So if it's in their stomach, something else eats it, now it's in their stomach, and eventually it gets to us, and we eat. By that time, it's been accumulating for days or years or weeks or whichever way. So it even comes to the point, so it's not those little issues. If you think about the fact that the microplastics in the ocean actually causes the water to go murky, which means that the plants in the ocean can't photosynthesize. And I don't know, Rosie, if you knew this, but up to 70% of the oxygen we breathe comes from plants in the ocean. So if they can't produce the oxygen anymore due to the murkiness of the water of the plastic, due to the plastic, 70% of our oxygen will be gone as well. So you can see it's a much bigger problem.
Can you come on again and talk about photosynthesis?
Photosynthesis, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
But we've got a question saying, how do you start recycling? So what is like step one? Because it seems like quite a scary thing to be like, I'm going to start recycling, but it's a big job.
The biggest thing that you can do is to, first of all, get 3 different dustbins, for example, and then label the one plastic, label the one glass, and label the one other waste, or whichever. Most of the municipalities are getting on board where you can actually recycle from your home. If that's not an option, there are quite a few people who actively recycle. So if you literally just Google recycling companies in my area or whichever way or near me, you'll see that these people will actually come to your house and collect. And if not, if you can't find a company like that, many of the major food stores, food chains and all of those places have recycling areas as well. So if you go to a shopping mall, there should be a recycling area where you can do it. But I would say the best thing is to find the best recycle company close by, and they also have ideas for people on how to start and what is the best way of doing it, because there are small things as well that you have to look at the bottom. I don't know if you've ever seen, but if you pick up a plastic container and there has to be a number on it, and that number indicates on what type of plastic it is and how it should be recycled. So you can even go as far as to separate your plastics into different plastics, but that's, once you get to advanced level of recycling.
Recycle level 100.
You need a lot of XP to get there.
Yeah. Looking for bamboo. You see, I've got stainless steel. This one, which comes with the little cleaner, which I find really handy and sweet. And you also get the silicone ones. And then you've got bamboo. One bought bamboo, and then one that we made.
That is
what's better? Where do we sit with stainless steel?
Stainless steel is extremely durable. So the big thing with that is as well, because of the way that they construct stainless steel, it's very difficult for bacteria or anything to actually attach to it. So that makes it even more hygienic for yourself for personal health reasons. And as I say, it's extremely durable. So whereas with the paper ones, paper still has quite a huge environmental impact as well, less so than plastic. But we have trees to make straws now. And the same with the silicone one. Silicone is very much a type of plastic, or close to a type of plastic. So my personal opinion is to stick with the stainless steel, or just drink from the glass like a big person does, like most adults do.
When you want to have a milkshake, you gotta drink it out of the glass.
If you drink it from the glass, you get that milk mustache and everything. It's like an interactive experience.
Okay, I don't want to really backtrack. We'll talk about the ozone layer in a second, because that's also quite important. What's the ozone? We'll get there. But let's just have a quick appreciation post, but anti-appreciation for paper straws. I hate paper straws. I know it's good for the dolphins, but when I was in school, we were worried about the trees, and now we're just like, let's just make paper straws all the time. One, the trees, oxygen, maybe that's important, and it gets mushy.
It gets mushy. That's my personal problem with it, is the mushiness. Look, with the manufacturing of the straws, we've specifically for the production of the trees that we use for these types of papers. So yes, the rainforests are still being destroyed to a horrible extent. Rosie, that's another thing we have to talk about, is the rainforests and why they are important. But it's less of an environmental impact than using plastic, because getting back to the ozone layer as well, even with plastics during the manufacturing process, when we make plastic, we emit a lot of greenhouse gases. Which means not only the plastic itself destroys the environment, but the process we follow to get to the plastic also destroys the environment. So it's global influenced or accelerated by the use or the production of plastic.
Yeah.
So you can see that.
Yeah, I was so, when I got myself a stainless steel straw, I was so happy because I started getting into this terrible mindset where, and it's horrendous, I thought I'd won the lottery whenever I got a plastic straw, because I hated paper straws. It was like such a treat getting a plastic straw and being able to drink a drink. And then now I feel bad that I care more about oxygen than the dolphins. So now I was like, fix this. So then I got myself a stainless steel straw, and I'm like, okay, that's much better. And we were talking about the shopping bags. I've got myself a material shopping bag. And I'm trying, because I feel so bad, even on the go meals, forget takeaways. It's those quick ones, from the Spar, the Woolworths, or Marks and Spencer's. It's all plastic. So you think it isn't even going to decompose. What's getting into our food? What are we actually then eating? And
What's
there's
getting into our air, our water, our food. Literally everything we need to stay alive is influenced by the use of especially single-use plastics.
Yeah.
So you made a good point with the takeaway meals being packaged in plastic as well. So another thing that you can do is when you place a takeaway order is to say that you will bring your own packaging or you'll bring your own plate. Many restaurants now do it where you place a takeaway order and you take your plate with and you go and collect it, or your Tupperware or whatever, So Tupperware, yeah, is still plastic, but you're going to reuse it. You're not going to use it just once. Our biggest problem are the ones that you just use once and then throw it away.
See, I love getting takeaway coffees, which I know you get paper and you get plastic, and it's like, but you bring your own cup, you actually get a discount on your coffee. So we're basically being rewarded to say
for recycling. And that's.
I want to know about the ozone layer. What is that?
Okay, so the ozone layer, it's one that we're going to have to talk about for about another hour. But the ozone layer is basically a protective layer of gases around the Earth. So these gases, it's one of the reasons why life on Earth is possible, is because of the ozone layer. So not only does it protect us from the harmful rays from the sun, but it also keeps the planet warm to some extent because it kind of acts like a little blanket around the world. And it also contains all the gases, so the oxygen and all of those things that need to stay close to Earth because we can't produce oxygen and then it just escapes into space. So this is gases, and it's even divided into different layers, the ozone layer itself. But it's almost like you can think about it as a cozy little blanket around the Earth, keeping close. So that being said, we are damaging the ozone layer as well, which is one of the major reasons for global warming.
Sure. So, Della, we're going to have the other scientist, teacher Carl, on to talk about the hole in the ozone layer.
All right. Carl, we have run out of time for today, but I do think we've got a couple of topics today that we've touched on that you're just going to have to come back. I'm sorry, you're going to have to come back.
I would love to come back and discuss all of these things.
Absolutely. So you've got photosynthesis, the ozone layer. I think there was one other thing. It's like marine life and those kinds of.
All of those things.
Deforestation is a big one. And if other questions that viewers, if you would like to chat about or know more about, please message them in. We can ask Teacher Carl basically anything because he knows everything. And and if he doesn't, he'll come back again when he's learned how.
Exactly. I'll go and do my homework. And then
So we'll have you on. Thank you so much for being on, Teacher Carl.
Carl, we love
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Rosie.
Bye.
Okay, so guys, that was the Otherless Scientist. He's one of my favorite guests to have on, Teacher Carl. I think he knows everything. But yeah, we'll definitely have him on again. If you have any questions, let us know. I would love to find out, all of these things and learn more about our planet, how it works, even space.
Yeah, anything.
Anything.
Anything at all. But, guys.
Yeah, we do have one more thing. If you want to learn how to do what we do, we've actually just released a masterclass on ventriloquism, and it's called the 5-Step Guide to Ventriloquism. So we're going to quickly hop to that promo, just quick if we can.
Can we?
I don't know.
Isn't this a good enough turn though?
I think this is a great promo. But you guys actually have to stay tuned. No worries, because we've got the School of Positivity coming up next, and Rosie might just make an appearance. So guys, thank you for watching. You've been watching Locking Down with Isabella J.
And Rosie.
Stay safe
and stay sanitized.
to be here again. We're at the School of Positivity on IBMTV every Sunday, and we absolutely love being here.
Oh, it's been amazing. How many weeks have we been doing this for?
Oh, well, how many animals have we met at the Kruger?
Wow, probably about 10.
10? Maybe 11? Can you remember any of them? Because then maybe we can count through all of them.
I remember we did a buffalo.
A buffalo.
We did a rhino.
A rhino.
We did
A hornbill.
a hornbill, a leopard,
A leopard.
a lion,
A lion. A giraffe.
a hippo. Did you
A
say
hippo. I can't even count anymore.
So many.
There's been so many.
We need to go to Rosie and Isabella's school for arithmetic and grammar.
Just so we can figure out how to count properly.
Yeah,
We
but
all-
also my memory's going a little bit. That's why I can't remember everything.
Yeah, so is mine. Sometimes I'm very, very forgetful. But that's okay, I think. As long
I've
as-
never known you to forget anything.
Aw, look at you. I try really hard. It's because I write everything down. So that helps me.
But I'm excited to get into today's doodle. What are we
I
doing
know.
today?
I don't know. You're the one that does the doodling. You know.
Well, I've got an idea, but you know what I need?
What?
Some pens and pencils.
Oh, brilliant. I'll go and get my pens and crayons. Where did I put them?
You can't remember?
I don't know where I put my crayon. Where did I put my pen?
When was the last time you had your crayons?
Well, if I remembered, I'd probably know where to go, right?
Yeah, I guess that is a bit of a stupid question to ask people when they've lost something. What a stupid question. But there's no such thing as stupid questions.
Oh, wow. I forgot. Where am I?
Okay, I got a better way. I got a better way.
Okay, yeah.
We need to retrace your steps of everything you've done today, and maybe something will trigger where they are.
And I'll remember. Okay, so before the show, I ate a really big hamburger for lunch.
Oh.
It was delicious. It was chicken, and it had lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise, and it had this beautiful dripping barbecue sauce. It was so delicious.
See, you remember that well. Okay. What did you do after that?
Before or after? Because I had a nap afterwards.
Oh, that's probably when all your memories escape your brain.
Probably. Okay, wait. So before my hamburger, I went for a walk to the swimming pool, and then I met my tortoise, and I took my tortoise for a walk, and my tortoise loves to play fetch, so I then threw the stick for my tortoise, and before my tortoise came back, I started doodling a little bit, and then after I did that, I went for another walk,
Whoa!
and then I had
Why
breakfast.
are you
Hang on,
awake?
I'm remembering my whole day. I had breakfast, which was scrambled egg on toast, and then I think then I woke up.
What did you do while you were waiting for your tortoise to bring back the stick?
Doodling
Where was that?
in the garden.
Well,
Yeah.
that's where your crayons are, silly.
Of course, that's the last time I used my crayons. Oh, I know exactly where to go. Okay, you take that. I'll be back now. Hang on 2 seconds.
Memory can be so hard. I wish I could remember a song about memories. The only one that comes to mind is Memories all alone in the moonlight. I have lost my memory, can't remember the words. I think that's how it goes.
Hey, I got them. I'm so glad we did that. That was such a good memory game. Like, I know that we forget things all the time. It's really normal to. But if we have a memory game that helps us remember things, then we can find our crayons.
Even for those who have lost their marbles.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, sometimes I hear when you get really old, you lose your marbles.
Oh.
So you have to play those games to find them again.
Well, I'm not very old and I have to play that game. So the game is perfect for everybody.
Everybody, any age.
Okay, we need to get doodling. What have you got up your sleeve today for us?
Well, I've actually got an animal that is probably the best rememberer out of all animals.
You mean it's got a really good memory?
That's what I said.
I'm excited, guys. It's time to doodle with shapes. So get your crayons, get your pens, and let's get doodling.
amazing. I love the way you color in Action Tam.
Do you?
You always give them pink toenails. You're like a manicurist.
I am, right? I really love elephants. I think they're so big and so beautiful, and I love how we can doodle it with shapes. Look at this.
They're so amazing. I love elephants. I've seen elephants so many times in the wild. They're so amazing.
We are so lucky to live in South Africa and basically have all these magnificent creatures on our doorsteps. We get to see elephants quite often, actually.
Sure do. This one time, I went to a waterhole. Yeah, and there was a whole bunch of elephants there, and they were bathing, and they were splashing each other with water. And then the matriarch, who's like the queen of the herd,
Yeah.
right? She just blew her trumpet, and they all got out of the water. And then she had a bath, and they had their backs to her, you know, because they gave the queen her privacy, and they also stood around to protect her.
While she was bathing herself.
Which makes me think she was protecting them while they were bathing.
Definitely.
Amazing.
Oh, and you know that they have the longest memory span of any animal. They can remember things that happened 20 years ago, and there's so many beautiful stories of these elephants remembering special people in their lives who've helped them.
And they can get really old as well. I think the oldest elephant on record is about 86 years old. That's really old.
They're so big and beautiful, and we just praise them for their majestic ways. It reminds me actually of a character we met recently.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Elle?
I'm talking about Elle.
Elle.
She's wonderful. She's really old though, but wow.
She's our Kruger critter for today. Let's go meet her.
Let's go meet her. Can't wait.
With the Kruger critters.
Fantastical creatures await us in Africa. I hope you remember to bring your own camera, because we're about to meet the wildest of critters. Some might even give you the jitters. A bunch of man-eating, veggie-snacking beasts with delightful stories for all to feast. Don't forget to doodle your pictures. While we share their stories, they'll have you in stitches. Some are quirky and totally misjudged, but please don't hold a grudge. Just join us on our adventures that are wild and free, learning all about the animals that we meet. These critters that live under the African sun have found a place in my heart, one by one. I am the world's largest land mammal, 4 times as large as the humpy camel. I weigh a couple of beautiful tons, 6 to be precise, and I'm full of fun.
She spends her days out in the savannah, using her big feet as a natural hammer. Crushing and stamping the ground below, she has an idea of how things should flow.
I use my large and powerful trunk to uproot trees or break off a chunk. With my bountiful big grey build, I will even destroy a termite hill. I live a long life, almost as long as you, up to 60 or 70 years. Can you believe that's true?
She has a memory that spans many years, and she has the largest of all animal ears. Although her landscaping art is a fail, she has the cutest tiny elephant tail. With the Kruger critters.
Short and sweet, but she's something to be seen. Guess who I have in studio?
Oh, hello, fans of IBMTV and art fans, art lovers. Love being here.
Oh, so good to have you here. I love it when you come and visit us. You always have exciting stories to tell us, and you're always on really exciting adventures too.
Oh, yes. I have taken a break from my art for the meantime.
Really?
Yes, I thought I would educate myself in some new art.
Well, what kind of art is that?
Well, have you ever heard of a company called Udemy?
No.
can learn just about anything on Udemy.
Really?
You can study anything.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, what are you studying on Udemy?
Well, you know I'm a bit of a fan of Isabella and Rosie.
Yes, we all know you fancy Rosie.
Well, they have just released a new course on Udemy for ventriloquism.
Oh, wow. So basically, how to make Rosie come to life?
Basically, well, it's how to make one person into two people. So I would like a little helper of my own.
Oh, wow. So you want someone like Isabella? Is that
Yes,
right?
of course. I would love an Isabella that I could just, sit with and chat with.
That sounds so exciting. Well, I know I've been pretending that I don't know what you're talking about, Artie, but I actually do, because I have something planned for you.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
What are your plans?
I know you've been working really, really hard. So I thought maybe it's time you meet your teachers.
Meet my teachers?
Yeah.
Are you talking about my art teacher? I know the dude very well.
No, not the dude. Rosie and Isabella.
What do you mean meet them?
One moment, please.
Was something
Rosie!
supposed to happen?
Isabella.
Hello! Auntie!
Oh my! I'm so unprepared. Why didn't you tell me?
No, don't worry. Isabella and Rosie are never really prepared either.
No,
It's
we laughed through the whole thing. How are you, Auntie? Hello, Tam.
Hi, how are you, Rosie?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to see you. I'm such a big fan of your show.
Oh, we are such big fans of you two as well. We are so excited to have you with us. Especially Artie.
Hello, Auntie.
Well, I'm a little nervous. You see, I've been doing your course on Udemy, but now you're actually talking back to me.
And I want to give all of my students the attention they deserve. Hey!
Yeah. And how are you doing, Isabella?
Oh, I'm good. I was inspired by your crew of critters, and I got my own little elephant out.
Oh, wow. Oh, she is beautiful.
Wow,
Oh, and she's golden. Oh, is she from India?
No, she's actually from Singapore.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Big in Singapore too, and it's a little trinket box. That's a beautiful gold elephant.
Oh, we love it. That's so beautiful. Beautiful.
So I was.
Sorry, we spoke over.
It's this online stuff. Hate it. And we spoke. What did you say?
It's okay. We're all of us, all four of us are starstruck right now because we've been watching your show for the last 11 weeks and we are so in love with everything you're doing.
I love everything you do.
And we love what Artie's doing at the moment. And we love the fact that you have your own online course.
We do. Oh, we do. It's pretty cool.
And we think that everybody watching IBM.TV should be watching it, joining in, and learning how to make Rosies and Arties come to life.
Quite.
It's an amazing process. And Tan, it's only 5 steps.
Only 5 steps to be able to do that.
I'm on step 1 still.
Oh, wow. Well, I know. Can you show us your intro video so we can get a little bit more information about what you do? And then Artie's going to tell you what he's been doing.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's chill.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Hi, I'm Rosie, and this is Isabella Jane. Do you want to learn ventriloquism?
Well, because you can.
Bella, isn't ventriloquism hard?
Well, Rosie, I've broken ventriloquism down into 5 practical and easy steps, and we even get to make our own sock puppet.
Wow, Bella, did you know that I'm a fantastic ventriloquist?
You are?
Yeah, I am.
Rosie, you're really good.
Do you know why?
Why?
Well, I did the 5-step guide to ventriloquism.
Well then, you guys should do it too.
Yep, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
You're doing it. So whereabout are you? What is the process? What's happening? Why don't you speak to Rosie for a bit? Because
Rosie, I was wondering, can anyone do your course even if they're still in lockdown?
Anyone can do it.
It's for all ages,
All skill levels.
and it's a lot of fun.
It really is a lot of fun, and it's quite informative. I mean, I'm really good.
So you don't need to go to a building and be sanitized to do it.
It's all online in the safety of your own home. It's a once-off payment and you can do it over and over again, so you don't have to remember the steps the first time round. You can go back, you can contact me, you can ask questions. We can even arrange Zoom lessons if you need some extra help with any other steps.
that's amazing. I love the fact that you can always go back, because I have a really bad memory sometimes, as you guys have noticed. Yeah. Thanks. But the fact that we can go back over and over again to be reminded of the steps is so important.
So,
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Rosie.
Already.
So I have a sock, and what do I do with it next? Because
Interesting stuff.
it's quite a lovely sock, I think, and I can make it move like this. Oh, hello, Rosie. What do you think of my sock voice?
Hello, sock. Well, it definitely doesn't suck so far.
Yeah.
That's why you're a comedian.
All you really need to do the course is make a sock puppet, because you don't even have to buy a puppet. You can literally use an old sock, give it 2 little eyes with some buttons and some hair. We used feathers. So in the course, we actually do a step-by-step guide to making your own sock puppet.
Wow, that is amazing.
Well, Rosie is definitely no sock. She's far too beautiful. Say what now?
Oh my goodness. I said neither are you. You know
Oh. No, I've been compared to many other things, but not a sock.
So, I wanted to ask a question quickly. Can you be anywhere in the world and do this course as well?
Yes, it's anywhere in the world, and Udemy.com is so cool that you can buy it in your own currency.
That's brilliant. So none of us have any excuses not to be able to do what you do with Rosie, right? Because you're pretty fantastic, the two of you.
Thank you.
Just
And you two have done so many magical things around the world. You've performed so many awesome shows. You're like
Celebrity.
jaw-dropping celebrities.
thank you. It's all me. Yeah.
It is. You are definitely a showstopper. Definitely. So I would love to see a little bit of the stuff that you guys have gotten up to, so that all of our viewers can see just who's teaching them, because you guys are like real professionals, right?
Amazing. Well, in our introduction to our Udemy course, we did show a little bit of what we did.
Can we watch it? I would love everyone to see how magnificent you are.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Born ready.
Are you interested in ventriloquism, or do you want to become a ventriloquist? You're in the right place. I'm Isabella Jane, and I'm a singer and ventriloquist from South Africa.
Rosie, do you even know what DJ stands for?
You,
What?
the judge. I'm free.
Sing! Let it go! Let it go!
It's coming back to haunt us.
I want you back.
I want you back.
I just learned this dance like half an hour ago.
I've been a professional and for the half decade before that, I was teaching myself how to do it. So I've been doing ventriloquism for 10 years, which is basically half of my life.
From the age of 16, I was traveling around the world doing major shows, including coming second in South Africa's Got Talent. What I would love to do now is impart some of that knowledge, the tips and tricks that I've learned to you. We'll be looking at all things ventriloquism.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Look how still she is.
That's probably also part of the course. Look at me. You too. You spread so much joy and love around the world. It is so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I think everyone should join in and do what you do.
Amazing. That would be amazing.
And now where can we find you? What is the address? What is the name of your course? Put it all out there for us so that we can go and find it ourselves.
Well, it's called the 5-Step Guide to Ventriloquism. It is on udemy.com. The best and easiest way to find it is simply to go onto my Instagram page or my Facebook page, and all the links are there. It takes you directly to the course, which is a little bit easier than doing like a couple of steps. Rather put things into 5 easy steps.
Like the 5-step guide to ventriloquism.
Exactly.
Beautiful. And I'm excited to see what Artie does with it too. And you really are a big role model, a big role model too.
Thank you.
She's quite little.
She is quite little, but she's about your size too.
Yeah.
Rosie
I
is
Both.
What's the size, Artie, you and me?
Pardon?
We're similar size, me and Artie.
Yes, you're very compact.
Yes, we could possibly, dance together even.
Oh, well, maybe one day we'll be able to arrange something like that. But for now, thank you for being on our show. You have taken our breath away. It was so awesome to have you with us, and we can't wait to see what you have next lined up for us.
Oh, well, thank you for having us. We're like the biggest fans.
Yeah, I love you guys. Artie. So thanks for having us on.
Only a pleasure, and we'll see you soon.
Absolutely. We'll see you same time, same place next week.
Bye.
Bye. I love. Yes, we're still on.
Yeah, they're still watching. How do you feel?
Oh, I was so nervous that entire interview. Oh, she's so beautiful. Her long blonde hair, her dress that's pink of hue.
Do you know the intro song?
Word for word.
Wow. You are a big fan, aren't you?
Rosie is my puppet pal. Her hair is straight and yellow.
I love it. So guys, this is an amazing course for you to do. Go on to udemy.com or to Isabella and Rosie's Instagram page. Click on the link and you'll be able to learn the 5 steps to
Ventriloquism.
Okay, you need to go because we've got a doodle again. I got so excited. We've gone over time again. This happens every single
All right,
Sunday.
I'm going.
Okay, off you go. Bye. Okay, that was wonderful. It's just, I love the energy of the show. I love how we share the space together. IBMTV is really awesome and it's just good news, feel good, everything is wonderful. Now, I would love to have shown you the doodle with shapes again, but I seem to have done something funny on my computer, so it doesn't want to show. But I'm going to show you this picture so you can take one last look before we say goodbye. So that's the dude's beautiful elephant. They've got a big circle. There's a big circle over there. There's a big triangle over. I'm going backwards over there. I can't do this. Another little circle. A big long. I can't do it. It's upside down. But can you see all the shapes? Anyway, guys. Dude, come on!
Hey, what's happening?
I can't get our video to show again, so I was trying to show everybody the shapes.
Oh,
of
I'll
this
point them out for you.
elephant.
It's just a circle for the head,
Okay.
a circle for the body,
Yeah.
a triangle for the ear,
Yeah.
and then you make this beautiful trunk, and then these 2 rectangles for the legs.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it.
I love it. Oh, guys, it's always so wonderful to be on the show with you and to share this time and space with you. I've totally forgotten where I was because usually when we show the video, then we get to retrace the elephant, but I can't remember how.
Oh, well, I'm sure some of the foods that help with memory could help you.
Oh, well, what are those?
I think it's like blueberries are good for your memory.
Nuts?
Nuts are good for your memory.
Leafy greens. Oh, wait, I'm remembering because I eat this all the time.
Well, there you go. And remember, you can always retrace your steps if you forget something.
Always go backwards.
And remember, knowing facts is always better than knowing fear.
Always, guys. So wonderful to be with you today, and we'll see you next Sunday, same time, same place. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Oh, apparently we need to exit by ourselves. See, let's have a look.
There, that one.
There we go.
Okay, bye.